Hey guys, it's Brian. I hope you guys can hear this and the sound comes out okay. I'm currently in my car on my way home from work. But I just wanted to do this kind of voiceover before I let the video play. So I titled this Plan and Review with Me because I think that's how I'm going to start doing my Plan with Me's. I know a lot of people do them a week ahead or the week of, but I mean, surprise, surprise, my life is in shambles. So it's a lot easier for me to just film the plan, like as I'm planning, and then just come back and do a little blurb or whatever for the review, and we can like look at the layout. I can talk to you guys about what's working, what's not working, why it worked, why it didn't work, those kind of things. Because I think they can be really helpful. I know for like when I'm looking at YouTube videos, I really like when people kind of like go over their spreads and they talked about, you know, the things that they're doing and why they're doing them. And honestly, you guys, I do not have planner peace, like at all. Like no sort of peace am I having right now. The only thing that I'm really liking is my mini happy planner. That planner right now I'm like completely in love with, and I think that I'm so in love with it because it's so functional. It's working, it's serving its purpose, and my classic happy planner right now is just not serving its purpose. So we're gonna go into the layout and the decorating and all of that, and then we're gonna come back at the end and I'm just gonna talk for a little bit about what ended up working out in my spread and what didn't, and what I'm probably gonna ditch for next week and what I'm probably gonna keep. And then when you guys see, you know, my next spread for the second week of January, we can talk about if those things that I kept worked out or if they didn't, how I'm still changing it, upcoming changes, those kind of things. So I think that they'll make my plan with me is a little bit more interesting. It won't just be simply decorating, especially because I do not have a system kind of in place or layout in place that I'm really in love with or that I really like. I just haven't found that yet. So hopefully you guys will be able to go on this journey with me and see me trying out different things and trying out, you know, errors and things like that, and seeing if something sticks, if I find something, if I just completely leave Happy Planner behind and try something else or what, because right now these are not working and I need to figure it out. So I'll be back in just a bit and we can talk about what's going on and how everything's laid out. So I'll see you guys in a sec.
Just last week you called me. The way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello. Just last week you called me. The way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello. Hello. Even if we're hanging by a thread, what you said is spinning in my head, I just wanna pull you closer in this bed, take me back into your arms, and I'll never let you down, Even if we're hanging by a thread, and what you said is spinning in my head, I just, even if we're hanging by a thread, and what you said is spinning in my head, I just last week you called me. The way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello. Just last week you called me. The way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello. Hello. Even if we're hanging by a thread, what if we spent as much time as we do on our phones and social media as we do something that's going to bring us money? We'd have bread by now.
Okay guys, I just wanted to come on and make this kind of a quick little review. We can talk about what went right and what went wrong. So hopefully next week I can kind of get it together and be in a better place. So, the first half of the week, it was New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So I was off of work both these days. So there wasn't anything going on with work. Obviously I was off, but it wasn't too busy. I didn't have a lot of things to do. I just kind of wanted to edit a YouTube video on Monday and then post it on Tuesday. I'm trying to get consistent posts on Tuesdays. I'm hoping those are the days where I can post. I get out of work a little bit earlier those days, so hopefully I'll have some time to kind of edit if I need to or play around with things and then get it up at a pretty decent hour. So Monday I planned to, well actually not just Monday, every day I planned to work out and do some form of cardio every day. As you can see probably by all the X marks, that did not happen. I did not work out one day last week. The motivation right now is just not there. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening. I was pretty active before my daughter. I'm in the military, so I kind of have to be more active than I may want, because we get tested for it twice a year. So I try just to be a little bit more active, make myself go to the gym, do those kind of things, just so that when it's time for us to take our physical assessment, I'm not shocked or out of shape or anything crazy. And it's not like when I was going to the gym I was doing anything crazy, but I don't know, since being pregnant, this whole postpartum situation it's just, I'm out of whack so much. And it's not even working out. It's just finding the motivation to work out. The just want to, the go ahead is just not there for me right now. And I need to like quickly figure something out because my daughter is coming up on 8 months, and I just feel like this is a time I should be in the gym. I should have been in the gym regularly, and I'm not. And I know that if I get back in the gym, I will feel a lot better. But I don't really know what's stopping me. So I was hoping that just putting it on there every single day would like kind of force me and like be like, oh, that's something that I can check off. I just need to go for 30 minutes. I just need to get there, and I just have not done it. So yeah, those did not get checked off this week. Monday I had budget review. I did not review my budget that day. I ended up doing it like on Wednesday, and then on Saturday I didn't do it. I ended up doing it on Sunday. So for some reason, I was just kind of like a day behind or 2 days behind on the days I had scheduled to do them. We also had, me and my husband, because we both were off, but our daughter had to go to daycare, we scheduled a joint nail appointment, and we just got manicures and pedicures and hung out and drank wine and acted crazy and then picked up our daughter. So it was just a really chill day. We just hung out. I had on here to clean my daughter's room. I ended up not doing it that day. I did it later in the week. And then we had dinner with friends. We actually went to my husband's coworker's house, and that is where we spent New Year's Eve. New Year's Day was really chill. The main things I wanted to do were lay out my daughter's clothes and wash and lay out my uniform for work. I also have some things of hers, like now that she's getting bigger, I want to make sure that I'm not hoarding all these clothes. We were very fortunate. She got so much stuff when she was born. So much of it came in handy, and we were so blessed and supported by our family that we got more than enough clothing and things like that for her, especially when she was like that small. But she's grown out of a lot of that stuff. So I just want to make sure that, I'm not hoarding it and I'm getting rid of it. I want to try to sell as much as I can of it on either OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace. Not for too much or anything. I think I just want to try to sell it first, because the money that I make off that, I want to then just use it and have it go towards getting more clothing for her, like bigger clothing for her. So I think for her things especially, that's kind of the cycle that I want to do things. When she's done with it, if she doesn't play with it, if she's grown out of it, simply selling it, and then whatever I can get for it, I can get for it, and then use that to, pay for the next things. Like, she's always going to need clothes. She's always going to want toys. And instead of doing like a dedicated sinking fund, well, not necessarily that. We have kind of like a savings account for her. So basically, we just want to use that money and boost up whatever savings account or savings fund that we have for those things that we're going to end up needing to buy anyway. So, but I still have not taken those pictures and posted those things online. I don't really know what's holding me back. I literally have everything separated out. I have it washed. I just have not taken the time to take pictures of it and post it. I literally don't understand why. Tuesday would have been a perfect day to do that because we really did not do much, but I just didn't get around to it. Wednesday was my brother's birthday, so I called him to see what he wanted. Cash, no surprise, so I sent that over to him and just talked to him for a little bit. And then it was my first day back to work after the new year. We kind of had a couple days off. So the main things I want to do is, I've said on here before, we're actually moving to Hawaii. And so I need to call, some housing offices there and fill out some applications. I also needed to go to the doctor. I have transfer paperwork for the military that I need to fill out. So I needed to go to the doctor to kind of like talk to them and continue getting my transfer paperwork done with. I wanted to do a budget review. I put X, but I actually did do it that day. I didn't like go on my planner and do like a full on like new budget or anything. I just went in and checked my accounts and tweaked things and checked my mini happy planner. Fold laundry. I did that. I'm so happy that I did that because I hate folding laundry. I absolutely despise it. I really don't understand why it's necessary. I mean, I can't stand folding like even the thought of folding laundry right now is making me like panic. Like it's making me feel like, oh, I gotta go somewhere. Like I will literally make any excuse to do anything else besides fold. I just hate folding. I feel like it's such a pointless chore. But me and my husband have a lot of clothes, and in order to store them properly, we have to fold our clothes right now because we just have a lot of stuff. I don't have enough hanging space to really hang those things up, so folding is really what we need to do in order to store it. But getting around to folding it is always a hassle with me, especially. I'm not even gonna lie, because I just will avoid it at all costs because I hate it. So like I said earlier, or in my last video, my last plan with me, I think, I wanted to incorporate like time stamps or time listings in my planner to kind of help me be better with time management. And honestly, you guys, I did not stick to this time schedule at all. The only thing I did on here was fold laundry, and I didn't even do it at 6 o'clock. I did it at like 10 o'clock at night when I was watching like trash TV. So this just did not work out. It didn't go according to plan. I was really gung-ho about it because when I tried it before, I ended up sticking to that timeline. So I thought, hey, maybe this is something that I need, but it wasn't. It just didn't work. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to kind of manage my time. I feel like, I don't know if I get overwhelmed or what it is, but a lot of times I feel like I'm just wasting time and I'm not really getting things done in like a smooth manner. Like I feel like there's a lot of stall time when I'm like doing tasks, or when I start doing tasks, it takes me a while to focus on those tasks and actually get them done. So I'm still working on that, struggling on that. This didn't particularly help me or guide me this week. I just kind of ignored it. I probably would have been better off just having like a little to-do list like I did here, and I probably would have gotten as much, and if not more, things done that day. So then I had this little plans or dreams in the making, and it's a journaling card. I got a couple of the journaling sort of packs from Michael's because they did not have the new sticker books at Michael's. Can you tell I'm angry? So I just settled on these, honestly, which is kind of sad, but I had seen them and I was like, oh, these might be cool to try. So I picked them up and I decided to incorporate them in my first spread of January 2019. And they worked. I feel like maybe if I just would have replaced this simple journaling card with this and just left that completely, these two would have worked out. I think just having this third one there was like too much space. I didn't really need it, honestly. So they're nice to use. I didn't really get that much use out of these two, but this third one I really, really like. And when we get here, I'll talk about it because I really, really liked having this. So again, like I said, did not work out. It's like obviously not a thing I do anymore. Look at lease for 30, 60-day letter. So to move out of our apartment, we need to review our lease to see if we might need to break it, or if we'll serve it out, or if we'll do month to month. I did not actually look at it that day. I ended up doing it later on. So that did get done. It just didn't get done on that particular day. And research 3 daycares, look up 3 housing options. I did not do those things on this day. I ended up doing them this current week, which is, today is what, like the 9th of January? So I ended up doing that on Monday. So it didn't get done this day, but it got done, so that's good. Next, chores. So before last month, I was doing chores like every day, and it didn't really work because I ended up just listing my chores for the week on a particular day, and that honestly has been working out for me. Like just choosing one day. It's usually a Thursday or a Saturday where I'll put like a massive, not a massive, but I'll put like these little to-do stickers, and then I'll just list the chores that I want to do for the week. And that has been working out for me because I end up getting the chores done throughout the week. This upcoming week though, I think I might want to switch that up and just put this list like here, and then whatever day that I do it, just put it there. For a whole, this spread has kind of taught me that planning ahead, like how I did, is not really working for me. Like, I had most of this written out on the days that I wanted to do them on Sunday when I like actually went through and did this plan with me. And I just don't think that style is working for me because it's not working out for me anymore. So what I think I'm going to start doing is I'm definitely going to be more of a plan as I go. Lay out my stickers or my layout, and then as I do things, write them out. And I think I'll feel better. I'll get a more accurate picture of when I'm doing things, and then that might help me plan out things even more. Like, I get off early on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So yeah, things like, well, this wasn't a day I had to work, but normally things like certain chores get done those days chores like this get done these days because I get off earlier. So my husband isn't home, my daughter isn't home, so I can go through and switch out the clothes, do the laundry. I can go in her room and I can kind of, straighten up things. I can go in my bathroom and straighten up things. I can go in the bedroom and straighten up things. I can do those kind of things on those days because I don't have other people here. I don't have, to worry about anything else. I can just focus on those chores and do them. So I want to incorporate tidying up, making these my major tidy up days, and then my major clean days are most likely going to be Sundays. I think I'm going to try to talk my husband into doing daddy-daughter dates with my daughter on Sunday and just having them completely leave, and then using those days to dedicate to one deep cleaning project, because we will be moving out of this apartment very soon. So I need to be able to focus. And not sorry, I can't focus when my husband and my daughter are here. I'm not as productive as I am when they're gone. So take that how you will. I feel a little mom guilt about that. I feel a little wife guilt about that. But apparently, I do things better when I'm by myself. Who would have knew? So, yeah, I did not do those things. Got them done on Monday. Did this one chore. I did not clean up my bathroom, and I did not clean up my bedroom. My bathroom got worse, and so did my bedroom. So those are chores that I will be doing this week. Edit mini Happy Planner setup. Go to Sewell's Point. I actually did not do that either. I didn't end up going to the doctor that day. I called them instead. Didn't work out. Did edit and set up my Happy Planner video, which should be live already. You guys should have been able to already see that. Call my new command for my sponsor and housing information. I did call someone about housing information. I didn't call my new command. I think it's a little bit too early to do that. So yeah, I didn't do that. Post mini Happy Planner setup, edit January week 1 plan with me. So I did edit this video. This is the January week 1 plan with me. Hello, hi, how are you? I edited it, and then I decided to add in this little review. So I'm gonna edit that after I'm done talking to you guys, obviously, and post that. The mini Happy Planner setup, I did not post that day. I ended up posting it later on this week. Well, in the future, if we're talking about this time, I ended up posting it in the future. If we're talking real time, today's a Wednesday. I ended up posting it yesterday night on a Tuesday. Budget review, I didn't do that. I ended up doing it on Sunday. Lay out Olivia's school clothes, meal prep. I am really happy because even though I only put 2 things on this list, I got both of them done. I actually meal prepped. I prepped the meal, and I'm happy to say that I did not eat, or so far I have not eaten out for lunch at all this week. So kudos to me, because I meal prepped. I made meals, I prepped them out. I have not been eating out. That's the one thing I'm going to try to reduce for Q1 of 2019. I really do not want to eat out for lunch, especially anymore. I'm trying to like cut that out. So I've been trying to cook a little bit more. That way I either have leftovers or whatever. I can just bring little like small lunches from home or whatever. But I'm trying not to eat out anymore. So I did not eat out for lunch at all. And that is all because I meal prepped. And I did lay out my daughter's clothes because I've come to the realization that it's a chore that literally does not take me very long at all. And when I do it, when I lay her clothes out for the week, it really makes our whole morning routine, getting out of the house situation, it makes it like run so smoothly. I wear a uniform every day, so, you know, basics. So I just put on the same thing every day and I head out the door. So knowing what she's going to wear is like the hardest thing in the morning. And now that I've kind of like just come to the fact that, hey, it literally takes me about 15 minutes to get her whole outfit situation together for the week. Just spend the 15 minutes, do it, and then you're good to go. And then I just had some extra little notes here, just random note. I always use this little section as random notes. I'm thinking I may want to use it as like a weekly chore section next week, but we'll see. So out of everything in this whole spread, the only thing that I found really, really beneficial and that I want to move to next week is this journaling card. So what I did is actually not even Sunday, it was Monday. I used this card and I just kind of wrote a little review of the week, and I thought it was so helpful. If you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you watch Journal, Jot, and Jive. If you don't, she's amazing. I'll try to link the video that she talked about this in the description box, so you guys can check it out. But in her video, she talked about, ways to incorporate journal moments in your planner and how they don't have to be really long, and what exactly those journal moments can be about, other than just like, talking about your feelings or if you're angry or whatever. And one of the things that she suggested was, if you're looking for new employment, or if you're looking for a raise, or anything like that, to note those things in your journal throughout the week that really kind of describe or show what type of employee you are, what type of responsibilities you deal with on a weekly basis, what things you're maybe not so good at that you want to improve in at work. So maybe, systems or processes or things that you've encountered at work that you feel like you didn't do your best at. Note those things, and then like you can review them weekly or monthly or wherever, and know, hey, this is a weakness in me as an employee. If I want, to ask for a raise in 6 months to a year, or if I want to go to a new job, let me, really hone this skill. Let me get better. Let me make this weakness into a strength. That way, when I'm applying for a new job or asking for a raise, I can show my improvement. I can show who I am as an overall employee, the types of things that I have experience with, the types of processes that I've had, knowledge and have worked with, and how long have I been working with those things. So when she suggested that, I literally almost fell out of my chair, because for me personally, being in the military, we get evaluated once a year. And in that evaluation, you kind of just have to say, how badass you are compared to not only the people that you work with directly, but everybody in your whole pay grade, and why you deserve the top ranking. We get ranked up against each other. So you have to write an evaluation and kind of explain why you're better than the people you're being ranked against. And I just thought that would be really beneficial for me to note, to say, hey, especially right now, I'm working in kind of a different sort of field other than what I'm rated in. And it could be really beneficial to my rate. So noting those things, the processes that I work with, the different situations that I see in those processes that will help me kind of navigate them, later on and make me more seasoned than other, service members in my rate can be really beneficial to me. So I was really, really happy and thankful that she even mentioned that, because it really kind of like inspired me to add that into my planning style. So what I did was I kind of just split this up into like different sections. So this one was kind of like a personal sort of thing of how I was feeling, and I just said I feel like I'm kind of just missing the mark on things, especially when it comes to like us transferring. I feel like I'm not as on top of it as I need to. I do feel like I'm kind of dragging my feet with filling out the whole like housing processes and things like that. I don't know, I'm just kind of dreading it. I'm not really sure why, because I'm very, very anxious to get out of the area in which we live right now. So, and it like me and my husband essentially spoke this into existence. We didn't want to go to any other duty station than Hawaii, which is the one we ended up getting. So I'm very excited to go. So I don't understand why I'm kind of dragging my feet on sort of the paperwork stuff, those things that are fully in my control. And the sooner I fill those out and I get those done and I get that process taken care of on my end, the sooner the people, taking care of that information can process it, and the more smoothly our move will go. So I don't know if it's just, I'm just all around sluggish or what, but I'm noticing that I'm kind of stalling in that, and I need to not do that. As far as work, I just said that it was okay. There's kind of a class that I really want to take, and my job has been supportive in me taking it, but actually getting the paperwork and getting the ball rolling has been kind of slow moving, especially because it's an in-demand class and it's kind of booked up. So it really is relying on me to kind of really push and get the information and make sure that I get in for the next opening. And then also I just talked about posting, a future video that I'm thinking about posting, that I maybe want to post. It's a little bit personal to me. And so I'm just kind of going back and forth on if maybe I'm thinking about just filming it, and then if it works out later on a couple months from now, posting it. If not, then it's just whatever. Maybe footage that I can just have for myself to review on. And I just, out of everything I did this week in this planner and in this spread, this is the thing that I feel like was the most helpful, was the most beneficial, and was definitely something that I'm going to incorporate in my planning style. I think even though my week was a little bit all over the place, it ended on a good note because I incorporated this, and I feel like this really helped me kind of see the direction I want to go. Alright guys, so thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Have a good week.